Welcome, Dragon Warrior Randomizer fans, to Week 5 of the 2023 Winter League. This is Group 9 tonight, featuring aaron2u2, MonsieurSlime, ratlifTheRat, and Highspirits. With me commentating tonight is DK9146. How are you doing, DK?
Doing great, and while it's Group 9 action, you would never know it looking at these names. Some really high-class runners in here, and just had a bad run of it here, but we'll see how they do on Week 5 action tonight.
Yeah, for the last 4 weeks, all these races have been pretty good, pretty exciting, and the way that sometimes for some of these racers, it's the way the groups fell. For some of them, it's bad luck. For some of them, it's just a decision you made that was wrong along the way. And there's plenty of stories that I'm sure we're going to have time to go over, because these Week 5 seeds have been pretty long comparatively, I'd say.
No, absolutely. We got normal speed stuff this time, and we got the keys coupled with those random chest locations and stair shuffle, treasure guards on all the good equipment out there. So these runners are going to have to do some grinding. They're going to have to do some digging. They're going to have to get some confusion in here. And it should be a blast, and here we go.
Yeah, starting up with 5 strength as well. We'll see what the throne room here has for us. And just once this text goes by, it's been so weird having slow text this week here. We've got an herb and a torch, and as always, a key, because we don't have infinite keys this seed. That's going to be something that's definitely an adjustment if you're used to seeing people just running around opening doors willy-nilly. That's not going to happen today.
No, absolutely not. And the torch might be very beneficial, actually, with just having that 5 strength. As we see a couple of red slimes out here already, so that's good news for the runners.
Yeah, one thing I got caught on the first time I tried this seed for this flag set, and I forgot about the fact that with treasure guards on, it doesn't even matter now if I get another. It doesn't matter if I get another key and I can open the treasure, because anything that's super important there is going to be guarded anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the only real alternate scenario would be if you stumble on the death necklace, which isn't guarded. You could possibly sell that for the 1,200 gold to get some things going, but that would be a real edge case for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that's going to slow these seeds down this week. And when you slow down a seed like that, I find it always tends to benefit the more experienced players as well, because when it's quick and you make a decision that shorter time that the seed's going to take, every wrong decision you make doesn't cost you as much, or cost you more relative time. It seems like with the slower going seed, you can, I don't know, I feel like there's where there's more room to make a left turn instead of a right turn, you're going to have the more experienced players kind of come up on top at the end of it.
No, absolutely, and we have Aaron and MonsieurSlime employing a very smart play here, selling the herb to pick up a torch. Slime, with that one slime kill that he had enough gold for 2 additional torch purchases, opts to go ahead and save first. Meanwhile, Ratliff goes south and comes across a cave, and Rimmelder is going to check and see if that free chest back here exists, and it does. We'll see if maybe there's some gold in here.
Well, Curse Belt would be like gold in any other town.
No, absolutely. So if he happens to just walk barely north from start, he would be able to see Garenham, where he could sell that for that 180 gold. Takes a quick look at the shop here, realizes obviously we can't buy anything yet. Does know there's another chest here, but no money for keys yet.
Not quite. Going down into Tablet Cave here is Ratliff. We'll see where this leads, because with the shuffle on, we've got some extra fun happening today.
Yeah, extra fun on that wizard with DL2 breath. That is fantastic.
Oh boy.
We saw a Draki with heal, but now Aaron's on the board here with that Scorpion. Meanwhile, MonsieurSlime is starting to get going here as well. Strength is starting to catch up a little bit here. Level 3 was a nice jump here, so Aaron's going to grab him another couple torches here and should be able to catch up with Slime here on these levels here momentarily.
Yeah, MonsieurSlime now getting to 4, and still haven't seen all that much in the way of spells, if I'm not mistaken here.
Yeah, spells are kind of slacking here for sure. We had Highspirits level up down there. Also, going to that same shop, that shopkeeper is making a lot of money today. But Ratlif with that belt sells it, gets to 185, and would be able to afford this copper sword here.
Yep, gonna take off and get a little bit more XP. Looks like. Yeah, here we go. Oh, thought that was gonna be level 3 for him.
Well, we got Aaron, and I think maybe Highspirits has found the mountain cave to the east. Aaron saw it, noped right out, is just trying to check out this desert zone.
Yeah, Highspirits catching up now at level 4 and likes this area that's right where Aaron's grinding, but over on the other side of the river where it's all sand.
No, absolutely, and I think our right side runners playing smart here with repeated torch purchases, because it's let them rocket up a little bit on experience, and I'm using rocket very loosely as our XP leader is at 65.
Yeah, but it's definitely that guaranteed damage is definitely doing the trick right now, it looks like. Aaron catching up a little bit there to 4 now at least, but well, catching up in levels, but still 20 or so XP behind.
That Scorpion will definitely help use his last torch, but now you saw he just did a 6 damage to that Scorpion, so we're getting into that nominal range on these Zone 0 enemies at least.
Yeah, maybe we'll come across a spell at some point.
Yeah, the all 10 spells at level 16 Dream is still alive right now, though.
Yeah, I know.
So we see Ratlif down here. Doesn't have to worry about all that torches. Doesn't have to worry about that purchasing. Is starting to catch up on experience as well as join level 4. Also, we did get level 5 up here on Slime side. Didn't catch the stats yet, and see if anything came with that.
Well, it came with heal and hurt, because I just saw it on Highspirits' screen as well. Highspirits just hit 5 also, so we've got our first couple of spells. They're always in these seeds this week. Heal and hurt are always going to come before heal more and hurt more. So, you know, seeing them both just opens up 2 doors instead of 1.
Absolutely, I know those are both fantastic spells. Like this Metal Scorpion, a fantastic hurt enemy, as is that Warlock that we see on MonsieurSlime side.
Yeah, and with your MP, you've got something like 9 casts of it, so you got some MP to throw it around and farm these zones for another level or 2 at least, I'd say.
So yeah, I think all 4 of our runners right now sitting here grinding as we have Ratlif joining level 5 and getting those spells and some nice gains, honestly. 12-7-4-0 is not too bad at all. I think they're all doing the right play at this point, though. They're not going to survive walking out on this world very much. They've got nominally decent enough enemies here. They've all sat down and grind. Ratlif tries to push out, immediately finds a Wraith Knight, but it only has hurt.
Yeah, managing to get away from that. Druin's not so scary. Comes across. Yeah, there's Rim again. Okay, he's gonna pick up some keys. But again, you know, even getting those, yeah, you can pick up whatever happens to be in the treasury, let's say. But could very well come across a treasure guard if you land on the wrong spot, and yeah, you'll pick up everything else, but getting the actual key items now is going to be something that you're going to have to wait till later levels to do.
Absolutely agree, but 3 keys can go to checking these 2 chests to at least giving you knowledge. Does have a treasure guard here in the bottom left.
Yeah, that rogue scorpion. No, not gonna put up with that today.
Yeah, rogue scorpion. The hurt spell decent enough, but going to be a bit before we can take on even an enemy of that caliber. The nice thing is we know there's up to 5 spots that could have a treasure guard, and that's our heart stones token, our Erdrick's armor, and Erdrick's sword. So one of those 5 items does exist in Rimmelder.
Yeah, here's Ratlif going to check the treasury. Watch that first one. That would have been funny if the first chest that's right by that door was a treasure guard.
That's my favorite thing the game does, is when it treasure guards that first chest and prevents you from seeing the rest. But we had a couple gold chests there. Depending on what equipment was available, it might even be a smart play for him to roll that door a couple times and go do some purchasing.
Yeah, and again, especially in seeds like this, that buying, being able to buy a little bit of an upgrade is going to definitely help your grinding. It's going to help your early leveling. It makes more of a difference than it seems the longer one of these seeds goes on.
No, absolutely agree. But we're getting level 7 up here now. MonsieurSlime. 1 power, 6 agility, 15 hit points, 5 magic, no spells.
Yeah, Ratlif also checking the other chest in the castle by the damage tiles and finds the dragon scale.
You're never gonna look down on 2 additional.
Oh yeah,
defense for sure. And now he doesn't have to worry about buying it. Has Swamp North in the basement. Got him an herb grind, so he's gonna stock up on herbs now.
Gonna take that for sure.
Alright, Slime finally at level 7 decides, you know what? With this repel spell I definitely won't use for a minute, I'm gonna head south, and he's gonna come across Keytown as well here in a moment. We'll see if he can make it.
Yeah, that wyvern didn't want to let him, but there he makes it to Rim. He's going to go and buy himself some keys now.
Yeah, it's 65 HP. Only 23 defense, though. Wondering if he could get 3 good hurts off on that Rogue Scorpion before the Rogue Scorpion decides to destroy his face.
Now, Aaron, I believe, was in this mountain cave, checking this out a little bit, and Highspirits is here now as well. Checked one set of stairs, the southern part of stairs there in mountain, and kind of noped back this way.
Yeah, we'll try and keep an eye on him, see if he finds anything down there. Meanwhile, we do have MonsieurSlime attempting to take on this Rogue Scorpion. Does get a min roll on that second hurt, but the damage roll's not too bad. Should be able to get 4 hurts off, and as long as he doesn't min roll his way to a loss, should be able to take this out, and we'll get our first piece of the puzzle.
Well then.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Erdrick's sword in Rimmelder here, and with heal hurt before more in play, that sword can pay dividends, although we do already have heal and hurt, so those other spells can come at any time. Still, that extra offense will be huge.
No, for sure. I'm definitely going to be swinging that thing more than I'm going to be casting hurt, so I feel like you're feeling, if you're MonsieurSlime right now, you're feeling good about this so far. I wouldn't expect anyone else to really be out XPing me at this point, and I feel like you get that sword, you kind of think, oh, okay, I might be in the lead right now.
No, absolutely agree. And now we're getting a look at this bottom right chest that we haven't gotten to see yet. No encounter, and is going to be rewarded with a torch.
Well, everything's going MonsieurSlime's way. The NPC even just stepped aside for him there.
Very, very nice. Meanwhile, we did see Aaron go down in tablet. I believe that led to the grave 5 chest location based on his movement smear. It didn't appear there was a chest there, and he immediately was greeted with a red dragon that sent him back to Tantagel to check these chests.
Yeah, I'd expect Aaron to use this time to check out the basement as well. He's going to find Swamp North.
Yeah, absolutely. Highspirits, I thought he was initially trying to take a death warp. Keeps walking back and forth. Did run from a stone man, though, so must be looking for something that he likes, while Ratlift does a slow grind, picks him up a full plate.
Yeah, full plate's got to feel nice right now too. Fighting this Druin Lord, herbing up, and yeah, Highspirits again is kind of back and forth here, running from Stone Man. Here's Wolves.
Yeah, so a Druin Lord, a Wolf, not too bad enemies for what he is aware of that he can take on right now. If only he would head southwest, might be able to find that sword as well. Although it eluded Aaron. Up on the top right, though, MonsieurSlime comes out of there, finds a red dragon outside the area there as well, so that's pretty nasty. All right, so Highspirits, with this little dungeon grind here, has jumped to a little bit of an experience lead. Did get level 8. I'll have to wait till it flips back around. It didn't catch if any spells came.
Yeah, sorry about my silence there. I've had a slight tea mishap.
No worries at all. Hope it's still salvageable there.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's it's manageable. Thanks.
All right, Ratliff went into the back of Garenham, found some wings, went down in the basement, found the grave, and then immediately died, so had no chance to check anything there.
All right, I'm back. Highspirits finding the archipelago here next to the side of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of bridges to nothing and nowhere he wants to go, but definitely pushing the exploration the furthest that we've seen so far, at least. Aaron trying to take on this rogue scorpion just out on the overworld and takes it down successfully. So if and when he gets back to Rimbledar to check those chests, he should be able to successfully take on that other rogue scorpion, no problem.
Yeah, he'll definitely know that he can take it.
And I imagine we'll be seeing Ratliff doing that here in a moment as well. He's going to top off some additional keys here, but knows what he's about to face here, but coming in with resources this time and an extra level.
Aaron getting sent home by that blue dragon as well.
Yeah, I think it said breathing, but I missed the damage. I don't know if that was a baby breath or a DL2, but either way, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I missed the number as well. Beta strap in the chat. Ratliff finds the grave, literally.
Well, we got an Armor Knight up here with Sleep and Hurt More. That is not ideal at all, especially when it comes to all this cave exploration that may lead us into Sharlock tier zones.
Yeah, never like to see that. That's probably been it's become a word that whenever I see the word sleep just in passing anytime now, it just kind of triggers that, oh my god, that little moment of terror when you see it on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. The nice thing for the runners is we do have the easy Sharlock Flagon, which should in theory allow them a slightly better chance at running away from those top tier enemies there. Although I think as most of us are aware that agility is just a number and it's just hopes and dreams that'll allow you to run. I think Aaron's going to try and set up a gold grind here. He purposefully picked up the wings in the back of Garenham again, is down in the grave, does clear the left two sides, only one chest there, nothing of note as he's progressing around. We'll see how many more chests he can get open and if he's able to do anything.
Yep, can hit level 8 off of that Rogue Scorpion as well. 9141.
All right, Ratliff, I believe, went west from the Rimbledar area and comes across Cantlin. Taking a look at the shops here, we do have at least a chest up by the inn, coordinate potential, and then an option for a chest in the bottom left area as well.
Yep, doing a little bit of shopping now. Gonna go and check the coordinates here. We'll see what we've got.
Yeah, meanwhile, while Aaron's been in this grave, he's been killing many Rogue Scorpions. Is running out of resources at this point, so he will most likely try and run at this point at now. But he caught up several hundred experience there. Oh, we do not like that wizard at all, as we are aware. It has sleep at minimum, and I thought I saw breath before.
I believe I remember seeing breath on it as well. Yeah, no fun. No fun, that guy. Aaron gets kicked back home.
Starts to head towards the treasury and kicks back north. Might be a little light on keys, I'm assuming, here, because he does have enough in play for the grind. Or no, he only opened one chest. So yeah, he does need to get one more chest ending, doesn't he? So here we go. He'll get the grind going now.
There it is. Yeah. And Ratliff, I believe it was Ratliff going to find the coordinates, finds that there are none. It's all fighting today.
Well, that's one search spot down for sure. So, and can honestly be the trickiest spot for these runners, depending on what the chords end up rolling. So, just one less thing to have to worry about, and one more potential chest buried in a mega dungeon somewhere for us.
I like the way you think.
All right, Ratliff gets up to the Vanilla 3 chest in the grave area here, but finds a Nothing Burger. So out of 6 potential options here, only one chest populated on the far left side. Well, he won't find out about that chest. He finds the Armor Knight in here and gets that Sleep Hurt More combo.
Oh, that's got to be the worst feeling. It's not only has it been a bust so far, but dying just before you get to the last possible spot. That's crushing.
No, for sure, especially Ratliff, who's had a couple of good weeks of showings overall, but has struggled on the weeks where we've had these alternate chest locations in play. Has made it a big point to be paying attention to the chest maps and stuff, so knew where he wanted to go check and just get sent before he is allowed to check that.
Yeah, but the game says no.
All right, Highspirits heading back down towards the swamp cave here. We got MonsieurSlime doing a 51 crit to the wizard, and then gets nicely DL2 roasted.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron is 25,000 plus here. Looks like he's going to go the full Monty. Grab it all, see what he can get out here and buy.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he's seen in the other towns, but fairly certain I don't think Aaron has seen Cantlin yet.
No, definitely not. Ratliff, for sure, the only one of our runners that's gone west over in that spot that's seen it so far. So, yeah, if he's able to survive, he'll be able to keep that with him and should be able to get rewarded. But Ratliff also loading up on the gold right now as well. High Spirits 13 experience away from the level. Of course, he gets womboed by a wizard and sent home.
Aha. The seed is just not being very nice today. Yeah, so here's Aaron stopping in room older.
All right, Aaron picking up that magic armor we saw there, while High Spirits and MonsieurSlime going to get level 9 pretty simultaneously with 2 power, 2 agility, 13 hit points, 2 magic, no spells.
Yeah, Aaron about to successfully have performed the sword manip.
No, absolutely. Honestly, though, with that additional defense here, any little bit of doubt you might have going into Rogue Scorpion, although I doubt he has any because he's already killed like 5 or 6 of them, would be put to the side with that D.
Oh, for sure. You're feeling extra good about fighting this guy once you get to that tile now.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame that he didn't get here on the initial key find, because he should have been able to get this Rogue Scorpion down even back then, and would have been able to save a little bit of that gold grind that he did ultimately get.
So now High Spirits, the only of our runners that hasn't found this sword yet, but as we can see on his screen, very capable of picking it up once he gets it. It's not like it's going to be any trouble. Just needs to actually go and find it.
No, absolutely. And honestly, since this level 9 level up for MonsieurSlime, he has kicked it into gear on this grind. Taking on these Demon Knights was actually doing some decent damage, but dodgy Demon Knight just dodged him twice in a row and sent him home. And Ratliff's got us a treasure guard here in Cantlin, I believe is where he's got to be, right?
Yeah, looks like the silver harp.
Yeah, out of the 3 key items needed to create that rainbow bridge, the harp probably the best one to find first, so that way you have it in hand when you do come across that Staff of Rain cave, so you can get that exchange handled.
Yeah, definitely everyone's favorite to see first. It's backtracking sometimes, depending on where the location is. Sometimes it's convenient, but that time that I spend backtracking, I always, whenever I'm playing, feel during that time that it's time wasted. This time that somebody else isn't spending.
No, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Man, that wizard is a nasty dude.
Yeah.
Ratliff came out of Cantlin immediately, gets slept and wrecked.
No, at least he made it to the town. At least he spent his money first.
No, absolutely, and he is completely set as far as purchasable gear for the rest of the game at this point, even having that dragon scale already handled. So yeah, at this point for him, it's get some experience. He's been a little behind these other runners, as we see on screen here. He's only got 441 experience, but he is kitted out and needs to just start ramping up this killing.
Yeah, if he finds a decent grind right now and spends a little bit, he'll be feeling pretty good.
All right, here we go. High Spirits back in Rim here, or to Rim for the first time. No, I think he's already got keys, so I'm pretty sure he's already been here. But is going to clear these chests. Should be able to pick up his Erdrick Sword here at the end chest, no problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a breeze for him. Looks like Ratliff is settling into this little desert area with the skeletons, the demon knights and the wraith knights there. Here he's gonna hit 8.
Yeah, he should be able to rock it up pretty well here at this point. Meanwhile, we did have MonsieurSlime hit level 10 with 11 more power on that one. Couple spells and stop spell and outside. Still looking for that hurt more, heal more combo there, but you'll take everything at this point, especially with that extra 11 in that Erdrick Sword.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not quite Red Dragon ready, but does get away. That easy Sherlock flag can come into play here with those Red Dragons, as it does, and we see Sherlock on his screen as well. All right, Aaron coming across our Jerk Cave here. I didn't see which direction he went to ultimately get there. It's also guarded by Red Dragons. And on the other side here, Slime, I believe, is getting to a different town that we haven't seen yet. Maybe Cole, but most likely Breck.
Yeah, I can't remember any others that we haven't seen. And Aaron at this time too is going to come across that same Sherlock area in the harp traded.
Well, that's not too bad. He knows where the jerk is. Now he knows where the changing that harp here in a moment. We see Breck devoid of usefulness. Neither of the possible chests that could be down here by the inn are populated. So he's just going to get a quick refresh and get the heck out of here. And we'll never see you again, Breck. At least on Slime side.
Yeah, especially with no reason to pass through here again. Looks like 10 came with outside as well, which has become one of my favorite spells to have whenever we have these stair shuffle seeds.
Yeah, especially if the runners go into Swamp South and try to hit outside, and then outside right back outside Swamp South, which is absolutely hilarious. Meanwhile, in the freebie cave up here for Aaron, he does come across the fairy flute and has become a commentator hated person, picking it up instead of having the opportunity to spike it to the ground.
All right, and here's Cole on Aaron's screen as well. Checking the shop. Pick himself up a large shield.
Yeah, still holding on to a good chunk of that gold. Did lose half of it during the death. But really not far off that silver shield. So if he manages to be able to stay alive, most likely would be able to pick that up still. All right, here we go. We got a third treasure guard. Wraith Knight on the search spot here. We know it's either going to be stones, token, or armor, and he gets the armor.
Well, that's got to be a relief now. You've got the armor and the sword, so you know you're not going to have to go digging around in some stupid cave for something like that. Now, once you find your story items, you're set and you're feeling like you're ready to go, instead of wondering, am I going to have to keep diving for that one chest that's got the armor. It's got to feel good.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely agree. And even if they do ultimately have to do some cave diving here, for either the stones and or token, you're going to have that heal walking. You're going to have all that extra defense in play. With all this DL2 running around on nasty enemies, you're going to have that nerf down as well as the hurt mores down. Yeah, it's a really fantastic piece of armor to have, especially with the way the seed is played out.
Yeah, slime resting up. That's something I've learned as well as I've started playing some of these more random seeds, is to go and heal up before you go and check the potential spike tile. These treasure guards is something I'm not used to, so getting used to that has been interesting too. Oh, we've got sleep over here on level 11 as well for MonsieurSlime.
Yeah, sleep. No more MP. MP really lagging behind at only 35 MP at level 11, but did pick up another 15 strength, up to 73 strength already.
Yeah, and with hurt coming before hurt more, which we still haven't seen, it's you're definitely feeling good for every attack power point you can get.
No, absolutely. And question in chat, is this a bragging rights seed? Absolutely. Group 9, unfortunately, will fall below the line regardless of how they finish out, unless they all decide to pull their points together and give the winner all of the points. I don't know if it isn't expressly disallowed in the rule book, so I'm going to just throw that out there for them. But yeah, they're playing for pride at this point, and we'll see what the winner what the winner does. We're seeing some really good racing here tonight from all 4 of them so far as well.
Absolutely. Well, as I like to say, we're building rivalries.
Yeah, exactly. And if and for those that know Aaron, he has a lot of rivals all of a sudden here recently. Sorry, I couldn't push the button for a minute. I saw Tilo's message and I started busting out laughing. So, very good analogy, Tilo. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. So yeah, now we got some grinding happening here. We've got some additional exploration. Highspirits gonna go get the go fight message here in a moment after clearing out Cantlin. Ratliff taking on this green dragon and looks like he should be able to get it and does. So, you know, we got some top tier enemies going down, although some of these enemies still stink. That sleep on the werewolf, that sleep wombo on the wizard, ugh, so disgusting.
Yeah, we've definitely had our share of crazy bad enemy combinations today.
And my favorite thing happened when you have a fight in a town, the NPC visual gets off from the actual spot that the NPC is located. So Highspirits had to talk to a blank spot as the old man was walking on the barrier tile to get told to go fight.
It definitely makes for those fun kind of situations that make me laugh in the same way that like invisible NPCs sometimes can be fun.
I love it. Up on Slime side, he gets his revenge, takes down a wizard, does definitely know about it, so I didn't see if he stop spelled it first just to prevent the sleep, but didn't get blown up on the DL2 and was able to successfully get 120. We find a town in the swamp here, and that is Hawksness.
Oh, there we go. Green dragon's in here. And it's a golem.
Golem, we have the flute in hand, and this week we do have speed hacks on, which seriously speeds up the amount of time it takes for that flute to blow from around 8 seconds to just around a second. So not a very sleepy golem right now, but we can repeatedly flute it still.
Yeah, with speed hacks off, that flute noise is just so torturously slow. It gives me the same kind of feeling that you get when if you've ever played hockey before, if you're in the penalty box and you're just sitting there waiting, and you're like, okay, let's go, and you're waiting for the door to open.
No, absolutely. Unfortunately for Slime, though, that golem just refused to participate. He really sat and thought about healing for a moment. He was at 39 HP, opted to go ahead and swing, thinking probably, surely this thing can't wake up first turn again. And what did it do? It woke up first turn again and walked him for 42. I missed what cave Ratliff went into. Finds the Armor Knight, though. Armor Knight will not let him go. Keeps him asleep, and he gets sent. Meanwhile, we got Highspirits going through swamp, out the other side into some swamp. Still needs his armor, though, as we see all those damages being taken as he's walking around.
Yeah, gonna heal up and then head east, and
here we go. Yeah, we got Aaron. No, I was gonna say we got Aaron finding Hawksness here as well, just kind of making sure that he sees it. Maybe he's trying to get that last little level. He's 14 away from the level right now. What's that? Is that a Sherlock enemy that's actually nice? A stop spell thrown stone man that didn't also like murderize someone's face. That's fantastic. But Aaron getting the level 11 level up. We'll see if he tries to take on this golem now.
Yeah, and with the fairy flute as well is even. I mean, you're not full resources, but I think you're still feeling confident enough with the fairy flute to take on this golem here.
No, absolutely agree, especially with all the strength they have right now, coupled with Erdrick's Sword. It's just, will this thing participate for him like it didn't do for Slime the first time, as we see dueling golem fights right now?
Oh, Aaron with the just crit strats. Gonna take that down real quick. Finds the Stones of Sunlight.
Well, heck, there's another piece of the puzzle. We're down to just a token officially needed for these runners to be in grind and go mode. We've seen everything else. Obviously, Aaron hasn't come across Cantlin to pick up his harp, but that should be an easy pickup once he's there. The question lies, where is that token going to be? Because we have run out of locations in the overworld. So we're going to have to go digging somewhere. How deep is the question?
It's what's made this week the most interesting, and the other week where we've had the stair shuffle. I always love that moment where you realize, oh no, now I've got to go search around this endless dungeon.
Yeah, I'm super excited because that's to me, but that's what week 5 is all about.
Exactly.
I've done a couple flags where you haven't had to dive in it, and ultimately I feel sad coming out of them.
Yeah, and it's an interesting. It's always interesting to see what everybody values more. If you're going to value, do I dig a cave when I find it, or do I just kind of take a quick peek and then go somewhere else, thinking, well, how much value does this running around this cave right now hold for me until you're more sure what you're going to need?
Absolutely agree. So it's kind of interesting here, though. Our bottom 2 runners are the ones that have found Cantlin and gotten that harp. The top 2 runners are the ones that have found Hawksness and gotten the stones, although Highspirits might be joining them here in a moment. Ratlif's coming across those same locations we saw Aaron and Slime find a little bit earlier. If he continues the way he's going, he should get to where that coal area was, because it wasn't too far after this that we saw Aaron run into that, so... All right, and Slime into Cantlin here, so he's about to get his encounter. Should have no problem taking on this Wraith Knight to get the harp, and is in a decent lead right now, about 600 experience. Although if Aaron gets this golem down, he'll cut that in half.
Yeah, going for it, and why not? You got the flute. You're pretty strong. You're feeling fighting golems right now if you have to.
Yeah, agreed. And I think if I'm not mistaken, if Aaron was to walk west from here is where Cantlin is located, and I mean, obviously he's just not gone that way. Although if he finds some quick dead ends, it might force him into that direction.
Yeah, I think I don't remember this kind of southern spot that he's going right now, but yeah, if this doesn't open up, that's probably the next direction he's going to head. I just like you. Yeah, I don't remember where. I don't remember what's down this way specifically.
Yeah, it's really hard when you're not racing to keep up with the map. I try and like make slight notes, and then I always find out that I'm way off on where I put stuff.
Yeah, watching 4 at once is definitely a different experience. And here we've got MonsieurSlime checking these chests as well. Ratlift though hitting the harp trade in.
Oh man, I missed it as I was looking at the other things. There's Cantlin for Aaron. Highspirits was on that golem. He must have taken a death there, I think.
Now, I saw it show up just for a second there. No, okay, he did die. I was wondering if he died, and he was sitting on almost silver shield money earlier, but has definitely taken a death since.
Yeah, thank you for that, Centroid. I assumed that's what had happened, but I just wasn't sure. So yeah, Highspirits takes the death to the golem. Doesn't quite get that stones yet, but knows where the golem is at least located. Aaron, meanwhile, does pick up his harp. Kind of tied up here with Slime overall. We'll see ultimately who decides to go where and in what order, because right now with that 37 MP, not really in a prime position for sustained diving, I would say.
No, even if you Like, even if you pick up Heal More on 30-something MP, you're only casting it a handful of times anyway. So yeah, you're kind of hurting with such a low MP value right now.
Absolutely agree. And what's awesome about the situation Aaron's in right now is he's thinking right now, well, you know, I've already seen a curse belt. I'll go get these coordinates, and hopefully that's going to be my token. Little does he know that he's about to be told that he has to go dungeon diving.
Yeah, finds out, and is gonna have to go find have to find some holes.
Well, down here on the bottom left, Ratliff does find the freebie cave, picks up his flute as the third runner on our... Oh, that's how... I didn't even notice that Highspirits doesn't have the flute yet, so that would make that golem fight probably a little difficult.
Oh, that's right.
Oh man, I've heard of commentator's curse. Oh, I was gonna say if he died to that red dragon, I was like, he'll get it soon. And I was like, and here's the red dragon. They're gonna send him back. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, one location we haven't checked yet. The princess.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, nobody's been past there.
Well, here we go. So Aaron's coming down here, going to check out this stone man. It was semi-free, and we have sleep. It threw 2 out of 3 stop spells on the last encounter we saw on someone else's page.
All right, down goes the stone man.
Yeah, Aaron looks for a quick radiant. Doesn't have it. There is a chest back here. And survey says he's healing just in case, and he gets an encounter!
Oh, it's a gold man. That's you're not feeling bad about the gold man right now as the as the enemy.
That is amazing. So it's amazing for them. Unfortunately for us, no dungeon diving necessary. Will the other runners remember to check that chest though?
Oh, we've definitely seen races decided by people forgetting, so it's definitely a possibility. Aaron just gonna refresh a little bit, but knows where everything is now. He's got everything he needs. It's just grind and go at this point.
Absolutely. We saw him at both the search or the trade-ins earlier. They're over near Sharlock, so no real hurry to get over there at all. It's ultimately, what does he want to grind? Unfortunately for him, he didn't see the stop spell on the Stone Man. It's just down in the basement and wouldn't be a bad small grind until you got some more healing. Could go for the Golem, but you are definitely facing that possibility of having to flute it a ton and it just not participating with the sleeps.
Yeah, and I'm worried especially about how long it's going to take to get some MP, because this grind is going to go so much faster the more MP you have. You find a good spot, you're going to eventually run out of resources, but you know, the bigger that MP bank, the longer you can sustain it.
Yeah, and Beta bring up a point I was just kind of thinking, how far away was Hawksness from either another town or even from Tantagel? We know it was like south into a swamp, but not really sure it's a nearby location.
Yeah, I feel like it was relatively isolated. Because here it is here on Highspirits screen, and I don't think it's very near to any other town or anything. Aaron doing some homework.
Yeah, and with the direction he went, that was just kind of west-northwest of start, so only like a couple screens to the west was Sharlock, so not too bad at all.
Yeah, it really is just about finding the perfect grind right now.
Yep, so right now, Aaron's got all the pieces of the puzzle figured out, while Slime is diving in Grave, I believe, right now. He's about to get the bad news about this chest on the left. We'll see how long he stays in this dungeon. and does this dive while not remembering or not thinking about that princess chest. That could be the big. I think that chest is going to ultimately be the huge catalyst in this seed, outside of finding that good grind spot.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly agree. Like you know, you're here, you check the top level, but how much time do I want to spend, especially, you know, unless you've forgotten about that chest, especially when you know there are other chests that aren't going to be so, you know, so difficult to get to. But if you've forgotten about it and you're just going down this rabbit hole, you could spend a quarter of an hour doing it.
Absolutely agreed. So it does look like he's taking the downturn to go towards the basement here. Finding these wombo wizards in here, though, getting slept by an armor knight, but does crit the armor knight to get through it. Meanwhile, Aaron has made the decision to go for this golem. We'll see how well it plays out. It was, I don't know, he had to go about 4 screens south of Sharlock area past the jerk to get to it, and it didn't seem like we passed any towns along the way.
Yeah, and I suppose if you conserve your heals and your heal walking, I mean, here you're going to get another level now, so let's see, 23, 13, 23, 0, and 14 MP, so there you go. That's another big bonus there. Hurt more, but not really going to help you that much on the stone there.
Yeah, the hurt more came, but yeah, with just not a hurt moreable grinding seed at this point. Not a lot of hurt more enemies out there. We haven't seen those good ones like the Axe Knights or anything running around.
It would have been way nice at an earlier level, but right now it's it's just kind of like, oh, yay.
And somewhere along the way I missed something, and I believe I just saw Slime go to the Swamp Spike. And if that's the case, he should be able to find his token here in a moment and have info. But meanwhile, don't look now. With this golem kill, if Aaron takes it down, he will take the experience lead. He is currently a couple hundred back.
Yeah, every one of these, like at this point, every one of these is like almost an actual percentile of your XP total for each one of these you take down. So you're making quick leaps with the golem.
Absolutely. So ultimately, Slime was helped out by the Wombo Wizard. Taking him out of the grave had him decide to go down and check this chest at that moment, and it's going to save him further time on a needless exploration there. The only other thing that we have left now at this point is Death Necklace. Whether we get enough HP to warrant the need really doesn't seem to be a consideration unless it's to augment the lack of MP, because our strength is looking really good already.
Yeah, 14 didn't come with any MP either.
Well, at least the grind is fast. The flute is fast. We'll see how far we have to go. And the weird thing is, right now, because we haven't done dungeon diving, we don't know how big the dungeon in Sharlock's going to be. Is it going to be a mega Sharlock dungeon, or is the mega dungeon outside, or is it a good blend? We have really no idea. No one's gotten into the dungeon far enough for us to even have an idea whatsoever.
Yeah, I wonder how that plays into sometimes I've seen people trying to go into Sharlock and grind as you explore, so that by the time you hit the right level, you can just refresh and come back in. But you know, depending on what enemies you find there, that might be a more daunting task than you'd want it to be.
Yeah, especially with the enemies in this flank set. We have a Wombo Wizard, we have an Armor Knight with Sleep Hurt More, we found out the Blue Dragon has Sleep as well, Red Dragons just hit you hard but are attainable, and we still have some unknowns.
It's funny how rude this seed has been, considering how kind it's been in other ways.
Yeah, and that's an observation I was just kind of making, or in my mind, because what you said is perfect. We're only 53 minutes, about 54 minutes in, and we have runners in grind and go on the top. The bottom, not really far off once they can get that last little bit of the piece of the puzzle together here, of being in grind and go themselves.
Yeah, it's definitely looking it's definitely looking a lot faster than just about any of the practice seeds I've done. I think for the ways in which it's been annoying, it hasn't been annoying in a way that's really slowed progress down too much.
Agreed. And just imagine if some of those nasty enemies didn't exist, like that wizard and such. It's very possible we could be in like another 5-7 minutes ahead just from all those silly deaths they've had to take. All right, so on Ratliff's side, still lacking the stones and tokens, so he's gotta get the Hawksness. He does have that flute, so once he finds it, should be able to take down that golem pretty well, unless it doesn't play well. Meanwhile, Highspirits is in full dive mode right now. Just needs to get lucky like Slime did and have something send him packing, so that he can go get that token in the swamp cave. Hopefully he remembers. He is in the middle of Sharlock right now, though. So that is a multi-floor room. That's at least one that's on the outside. As Axe Nice to have Heal More, that's even greater.
Oh, wow. Yeah, MonsieurSlime has been on this Hawksness grind as well, and got to it a little bit later. We've got Aaron at 15 now, and Slime at 14. It's like the both of them have the fact that the both of them have basically exactly the same equipment and have settled in on exactly the same grind has made this very interesting to watch, because it's an XP race right now.
Absolutely. And since it's a golem, I mean, the gap is going to stay relatively similar. Aaron's been rocking this out with no MP. Slime's about out of MP. Aaron did get Heal More and some stats, a nice gain in HP. 18 MP, but we're still only at 8 Heal Mores at level 15.
Yeah, once you refresh, that Heal More is going to be huge. Even though you only have a handful of them, it's still you use it efficiently. It's still gonna save you. It's still gonna save you a hell of a lot of time, a heck of a lot of time over just hitting heal.
Yes, exactly. So he double checked his stats a couple times there. Was out of MP. Opts to go ahead and take the Death Warp. Does throw on a Fairy Water to repel here, and let's see what he does. I have a feeling we're going to see a at least cursory Sherlock check to see about a path and grind dive.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. He's took. Oh, so Hawksness is really close.
Oh
now
yeah,
that we
here
see
it
a
is.
path, there it is.
Slime hitting 15 now. It's very satisfying to hit a level where you get Heal More with exactly enough MP to be able to cast one Heal More.
Absolutely agree, and that will help him at least extend this current outing he has right now. But Aaron back here with a full arsenal of MP should have no issue maintaining his experience lead. I'm hoping for like one of those super borderline levels, maybe like one more Heal More that tempts them to go try and dive. See who takes the bait.
I'm kind of looking forward to the HP getting boosted up, just ballooning up out of nowhere, and then making it the question of, hey, am I going to spend any time looking for a death necklace or not? I always like that dilemma.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of fun. I did a seed before of this flag set where I won with a broadsword because of just the most stupid HP, strength, and death necklace combo.
Oh yeah. We've got everybody but Highspirits is on that golem right now. Ratliff has been there for the last few minutes as well.
Yeah, Ratliff still got to figure out that token. Highspirits taking a dive into grave here, checking these chest locations, finding out there's only one located here. Is going to go ahead and attempt to dive. Either doesn't remember about the swamp check by the princess, or is just prioritizing these other higher areas first.
Yeah, and depending on what's going through your head, sometimes I find myself thinking, you know, if I go for this and I get lucky, nobody else is gonna be doing something like this. And sometimes it works out. Most times it doesn't, though. So we'll see how it plays out here.
Absolutely. Highspirits does make it downstairs, and it's that little dead-end spot just south of the chest 5 area in grave that had no chest, so he is out of there. Meanwhile, 16, according to chat, is clear go mode. I missed what the stats are, but Aaron agreed because he immediately went out and start topping off. All right, now, not bad there. And we got 16 more HP, a couple more strength, but the big kicker is we're up to 10 heal mores now.
Yeah, and every time when I hit a level like that, and I'm in a race situation, a lot of times that's when your heart starts to really pound in your chest, because you start thinking, oh, okay, now's the if I'm sure this is go level right now, everyone else who gets this level is going to be sure that it's go level right now. So that's when it's on.
No, I absolutely agree with you, and it's like the good news for him and for these runners is the go level brought MP that you needed, so it isn't necessary. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We had the right stairs through a couple paths, and it comes out behind the throne room. So we definitely have to go down the left stairs. I love when that happens.
In a weird way, it's always the greatest feeling, because now at least you know for sure which way to go on this one.
Now the question is, how deep does this go? Is this an instant bottom floor? Do we get like a grave 2 in here? Something to extend this a little bit. We'll find out in a moment.
Yeah, if Aaron gets lost down some maze and Slime and Slime just doesn't by chance, then that can change the outcome easily.
We got to ask Aaron about this blue dragon. This is the most 5-turn failed run, and then gets slept and killed. He just got baited.
That's no.
And this gives Slime a chance now. Slime topped off, going over here. Depends on which way he goes. If he goes left and tries the door first, he especially if it's a straight basement, may put him in the lead. We'll have to wait and see.
I'm gonna cross a blue dragon, but running from it first try.
But he takes the right turn. He takes the right turn, so at least it's not very long, but it's going to be long enough for Aaron to get over here. Potentially, this top zone is definitely not free with the red dragons, even though they're easy. And the blue dragons, which do not respect agility, evidently. Oh, and armor knights, heck yeah, here we go.
This has become quite the exciting finish. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Hopefully chat's just as excited for this. Here's another blue dragon. Oh no.
Aaron has slept so much in this Sherlock now and run failed so much. It's especially like you said, you were on your edge of your seat as a runner in this position, clear go mode. And you're just facing this much adversity. He's had 6 encounters on this top floor.
Yeah, and especially not knowing where anyone else is, you can sort of placate yourself by thinking, okay, well maybe somebody's lost down a cave somewhere, but the reverse side of that is that you can't expect that everyone else is in that position. You got to expect that somebody is there. Oh my goodness, it's straight to the basement.
Yeah, and there's the tail of the RNG here. You had Slime. Yeah. Go through the right side, all through that little bottom section, back up through the throne room down and in before Aaron finally can even make it in there, just because of encounter luck. And we have red dragons down here.
Yeah, so we might see the exact same thing happen in reverse at any time here. Maybe Slime's gonna hit the bad enemy and all of a sudden have to start over. Axe Knight on the spike.
Does enough damage on that second swing to bypass the heal more. Very, very nice. Going to top off some herbs. We'll see if he can get there. Meanwhile, Aaron, just the run luck and the encounter luck continues. Got slept by another Armor Knight. Does get away. And here we go. Slime has been declared a fool. Is into the Dragon Lord fight. Gets a stop spell off Dragon Lord 1. Does get followed by a Hurt More, but still in a really good position with all 10 Heal Mores here. Let's see how that one goes. Right behind him is going to be Aaron, though, but he's down 1 Heal More.
Yeah, down a Heal More, and by my count, what was that? Maybe 45 seconds behind here?
Yep, absolutely seems about right. So this is going to be a little tighter for Aaron here. We'll see what kind of luck he can get going into the DL2 fight. All right, Aaron does at least get the opener there, since he wasn't in set for a double. Does have to swing a little decent here, though, being down that heal more and not getting that double. We'll see how his goes. Meanwhile, Slime should be in a good position. I haven't been counting.
Yeah, he's had I think a good couple of doubles so far.
Absolutely nice.
I'm feeling good. I'm
yeah,
feeling
doubles
good if
in
I'm
play.
Slime.
Great.
Incredibly close.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is insane.
I think they're both feeling good about winning this fight now. Like, I mean, they're both kind of at the point, I feel, where they're feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah, we see Slime getting a 19 there. Aaron just gets him a double over here, which is definitely needed on his end. Meanwhile, just a quick update on the other two runners as this is wrapping up. Oh, never mind. Let's get those GGs out for MonsieurSlime. Going to take first place in tonight's race.
Coming out with it at the very end. Let's see Aaron's finish here as well. It's got to be pretty close, and he's got a couple heal mores left here. There it is. GG's in the chat for aaron2u2 as well. So we've got official times for MonsieurSlime of 1:06:36. Aaron about to clock in as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's one of those when you really feel terrible moments, when you kill the Dragon Lord and you look over at the race room and someone .done's right in front of you. But very nicely ran by both of them. It was it ultimately came down to a little bit of RNG at the end, and that little bit of extra experience Slime had built up early on helped him out and helped him catch up at the end. All right, so it looks like we should probably get both of them into the room here with us in a moment. But we got Highspirits continuing to dive down here, and unfortunately, the best he's going to come out with is a Death Necklace. On the other side, though, Ratlif is just a few more golems away from being able to get into go mode himself.
Yeah, and once you're if you're Ratlif right now and you're looking at and seeing that two people just finished, you're probably thinking to yourself that, okay, well, I'm just in grind and go, so there's got to be a level coming up real soon, and then when you get that, you're gonna just motor it. So I feel like if you're Ratlif, you're thinking that this level might be the one here.
Yeah, exactly. He's played very well. The big issue for Ratlif was just the early way behind on experience. Did get out and find some stuff, just was not catching up on the experience. But once he got those items, he shot up pretty quickly.
All right, so we've got MonsieurSlime joining us in the booth. Hi, MonsieurSlime. GG's, and how'd you feel about that finish? Oh, we can't hear you. Maybe some mic issues, but we've also got aaron2u2 in the booth here now as well. Aaron, GG's, how are you feeling?
And then Aaron left.
Oh.
No one wants to talk to us.
I came back.
Oh, there we go. Hey, GG's, Aaron. How'd you feel about that one?
Felt pretty good until Sharlock just, I don't know what that was. That was really, that was one of the toughest Sharlocks I've seen recently, and it was 2 floors. Like, we have the easiest like on, and I can't get away from a counter every 2 steps.
Oh, with that blue dragon the first time, and even the second time, everything just seemed like it was getting in your way. And like, especially after all of that, seeing what it was, an 11-second difference, it was a crazy finish for us to watch. You both were on the Dragon Lord at the same time, and it was the most exciting thing. I hope it's fun to watch back.
Yeah, GG's there, and that had to be a wild finish. And for me, it just felt like a seed of tail events. Like, I felt like I was critting all over the place while also having dodges all over the place. It just weird random stuff all over.
Yeah, GG Slime. That was I said I enjoyed the seed a lot, even though it took me a really long time to find Cantlin. And then Cantlin had something but didn't have what I thought it was going to have. And I don't know. Did you do much with the caves at all? Or were you like me and like, I'm just going to check the princess first?
Princess was the last thing I checked after I took a death, and I think I starting to work through, I think I started to work through Grave, took a death, and I figured like, well, I'm here. I was actually going to go cross to go look at Mountain, but I figured I'd swing past the princess quick. Even though I already knew there was no coordinates. But I figured I'd just take a peek, and yeah, that was the last thing I needed, which was fabulous. But yeah, so I didn't do anything with Mountain, so really almost no diving.
Yeah, and it looks like all of the fun stuff must have been outside, because I went right side, and like 2 floors later it popped out the top, so there was nothing in Sharlock at all.
Yeah, exactly the same path I did. I don't know why I started to the right, because I don't know. I guess I typically do, but yeah.
I mean, it's the fastest door to get to, so I don't know. The only reason I wouldn't do it is if I felt like I was really behind, but even then, it's too hard to know.
Yeah, my typical strategy with stair shuffle is, and I didn't do it this time, and I don't know why I didn't, but normally if I'll immediately like stair back out, like if it's not immediately the basement, because I feel like there's such a decent chance of you getting that 1 in 3 direct shot, and it was there today.
At least the game was nice enough to dump us, like, wait, no, you want to go this way.
It was very friendly that way, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on all those fun enemies we saw? We had Wombo Wizards, we had the Werewolf with Sleep, Red Dragons were all over the place, Blue Dragons ended up having Sleep, Armored Knights with Hurtmore and Sleep, a lot of fun stuff. I think even the Axe Knight ended up having Hurtmore and Healmore.
Yeah, I didn't notice the Axe Knight. I saw the Hurtmore at the end, but I didn't see any of the Healmores. Yeah, I mean, just lots of death all over the place. I'm sure, Aaron, you ended up grinding the golems too.
Yeah, it was too easy of a fight. Like, even, I don't know. I made a couple of weird moves at the end because I was hedging my bets, and I thought about diving at, I think, was it 15? Like, I almost did, and then I did a purposeful death, and then I changed my mind at the last second. Was like, this is way too tight, and I can't count on a double, and I don't even know what Sharlock was like, and yeah.
Yeah, I had that very quick debate in my own head too, and then I figured, these golems are going so quick, it's, wasn't a big hassle to just stick around and grab one more.
Yeah, there was a lot of overlap in the time that you both were on that same grind.
Yeah. I think for me, the most entertaining thing I did this seed, and I don't know if it mattered or not, was just constantly buying torches to get off the ground. Like, I think I even went and sold the initial herb to go get a torch so I could throw it twice at, I think I ended up with a scorpion or something, and then just kept reloading until we actually had attack power.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. In fact, I was like, you know what? I've seen a scorpion. I'm only going to fight a scorpion at this point. We're not dealing with anything else. And if I'm going to have to spend 2 torches worth, and I killed one, I'm like, hey, I can buy 3 more torches. Yay!
Exactly the same thing I did. And then in that little 2-patch of desert, I think there was some metal scorpions in there too. I'm like, it's okay, we can do those too.
By the time I got over to messing with that, I never saw them. Like, they literally, everything else was there, and I could never find a metal scorpion. So, I don't know. I started wandering really early, and it generally paid off, although I regret not... I don't know. What did I do again? I got keys, and then I think I peeked into Tablet Cave instead of going back into Remolder to get the sword, which I mean, I didn't know it was there, but... I just wanted to peek at what the cave was, and I walked down to the next floor, and I'm like, oh, this is the end of grave. Let's just peek and see if there's a chest. And then instead I found a red dragon and didn't get back there right away.
Yeah, I think I played...
Yeah, let me cut in real fast if you don't mind. We got Ratlif on the Dragon Lord here. Went in with just 8 heal mores, but still really good swings. Is down to his final heal more here. Let's see if he can get through. Has had some decent damage rolls. And there we go. Get some GGs out in chat for ratlifTheRat. Going to finish 3rd place tonight.
Yeah, GGs to Ratlif.
Nice. Get some redemption. I kind of ragged on him a little bit because he's had some bad results in these random chest locations. And it looks like he's just going to walk back. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, the person you should have had the conversation with about remembering to check the princess chest is our last place runner right now, Highspirits. Here on stream, at least, we got a good view of the mega dungeon is the best I can put. Highspirits was in the dungeon for quite a while.
Yeah, with 4 of us, there's bound to be somebody that ends up suffering.
Well, I hope you had fun with it. The mega dungeons, they're pretty stressful, but I enjoy it a lot, just seeing all the random junk that can happen.
Oh, same. I was totally prepped for that going into Sherlock too. Like, literally had grabbed a separate piece of paper. I'm like, all right, let the mapping game begin, and luckily it didn't happen, I guess. But yeah, I like Stair Shuffle a lot. I think it's pretty entertaining.
Well, with that Ratlif finish, Highspirits is going to go ahead and throw in the towel. Get some GGs out in chat for Highspirits because 1, he entertained us with some diving there, and honestly, outside of the mishap of not going to the princess chest first, was in a pretty good position prior to that.
Yeah, always going pretty well until then. Yeah, for Aaron and MonsieurSlime, pretty much along the way, it was. There was a few points where there was an XP lead change, and one of you would find an item, and the other one would gain some XP. But it was pretty close for most of the race. It's actually pretty. I'd say going through, when you watch it again, you'll probably end up thinking that, oh yeah, that. You would expect it to be that close from the fact that the whole way through it was pretty much that close, I'd say.
Well, we got ratlifTheRat, our 3rd place finisher, joining us tonight. GG Ratlif, how you feeling about this one?
I enjoyed it. It was a fun seat. I thought things were going pretty well for me overall. Yeah, like it wasn't much of a struggle, but I was impressed with the 2 finishing times, so good seed overall.
Yeah, so the one thing I was going to point out for you specifically, and to explain to our other runners as well, is you had a slightly different start than the rest of the group. Everybody else saw Garenham up north, sold that herb to get some torches to start getting those initial kills. You actually found Remolder, got that cursed belt, and then you found Garenham and was able to sell that and pick up that copper sword. And while you were slightly behind them as a result of that extra exploration, you were able to catch up very quickly as a result of having that offense.
Yeah, I figured that was like a nice combination of things that happened for me, but also, people, like you mentioned, people could get torches, so kind of canceled out that sequence that I had.
And so, let's welcome in our 4th place finisher, Highspirits. GG Highspirits. how are you feeling tonight?
Did I last location everything? Because I probably got the armor last. I probably got the token last.
The token, definitely. I can't speak for the armor for sure. I think you might have been on that as well. Let me ask you, and that was the one question I had for you. Did you not think about the princess chest initially, or just because of location and being in the grave and all that already, you decided to go dumpster diving down those dungeons?
Initially, I thought about it, and then I'm like, I'm just going to see what I can do in here a little bit, because there was so many areas that we hadn't seen yet. And there was no chest in any of them. So after that death, I'm like, okay, there's one more I can probably check. And then I went out of my way to go check the princess one. But yeah, where the armor and Sharlock and all that was the last place I went on the map. So I didn't get the armor until really late.
Yeah, and I think you were the only one of our runners that found Hawksness in the Golem when it was capable of being killed without having the flute already in hand as well.
Yeah, I almost killed it that first time, and then I waited until I came back later. Was it me, or did every Sharlock enemy have sleep?
It wound up being pretty bad.
No, it wasn't just you.
Yeah, I didn't notice most of it till I got in there. Like they said wizards had them, and I was straight up fighting them, and I never saw it.
I was dying to everything with sleep throughout the seed.
Wizards were definitely the MVP of Sharlock early on. And we had the stats up. Only 25% sleep, 25% DL2. But I saw several wombo deaths around the screen. With 4 runners, it's hard to remember who was who getting killed. But yeah, the werewolf had sleep. The blue dragon had sleep. The armor knight had sleep and hurt more. The axe knight had hurt more and heal more. So yeah, Sharlock tier enemies were very blessed today.
Yeah, they were rough. And I ran into a lot of wizards on the world map and a lot of blue dragons, so. Oh well, favorite luck wasn't with me this year. But GG with the rest of you.
Yeah, GG everyone.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
And I really appreciate everyone organizing the tournament, and I think I said it a few times. I'm gonna enjoy switching to watching mode. Yeah, it'll be an exciting tournament to watch the rest of it unfold.
Yeah, thanks everybody who helped out with this one. I know, considering what our positions were, it might not have been the most exciting, prospect, but hopefully the race was fun. Maybe we'll wind up with the quickest time in the entire week.
I think
you just might.
You might have that. This is a really good time for this week's flag set for sure.
Yeah, we had early sword, a lot of health, and a lot of strength once you got those through a bunch of torches. After that, though, it was like no heal more, which is the only thing that slowed things down.
Yeah, there were a lot of little annoying things, but it felt like it was otherwise pretty generous.
So do any of our runners have any final thoughts on tonight's race, or just the 5 weeks overall as unfortunately you do move into some exploration and watching mode versus joining the tourney postseason, but any final thoughts here at all?
Yeah, no, I'll just echo the thanks everyone said, not just for the restream tonight, but the whole tournament. And this is one of the things I look forward to every year, and it's fun to play even if you don't make the playoffs. And if anyone's out there watching and considering join the community. It's unbelievably friendly. There's all sorts of tutorials and people out there willing to help. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I made it some closing statements earlier, so just excited to see the rest of the tournament. And I am super busy with work, so I didn't really have much time to do this, but I mean, I tried my best and had fun, so.
Well, very nice. Well, while we're seeing a little bit of some of the past races on screen there, we do have some upcoming races as well. We have a race tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Group 4 action. Does have playoff implications going here with Sandcraft 05, Tristal MTG, Centroid 41, and Dr. Mr. Holmes. So definitely join us for that. And also at 8 p.m. tomorrow, Zarnax 42, Stegs 28, Oog, and Karant, the Group 10 Actually, they're set to race, but then it says vodcast, so we'll have to maybe be a TBD on that one.
Yeah, and a big weekend coming up. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of races coming up this weekend. It's definitely going to be some exciting matches. I don't know if there's going to be any finishes as close as this 11 seconds we had today, though.
No, absolutely agreed. This was a fantastic race. It was a pleasure doing this, and GG's to all the runners tonight. It was a really fun one to watch. Any final thoughts before it looks like we're going to send it over to a newer DWR runner, Yogi Damak? Hopefully I got that name right. But any final thoughts before we wrap it up here tonight?
No, nothing from here. Thanks again, everyone, and yeah, watch the rest of the week because there'll be far more talented people than I, for sure.
Very well. Well, for our restreamer tonight, Camion Renikai. For our trackers, Beta Strep and Centroid 41, and my co-commentator, Beef Supreme TV, I'm DK9146. Everybody have a great night. See you tomorrow.